Good morning, everyone. And the Indo-China 8 a.m. Singapore, Shanghai for gold. I'll just adjust my trend line a little bit on the last candle. And let's see what the price action is going to do us today. XAU on the 15-minute chart. Last week we reached a high of, what was it, 43.50, 43.53.57, and then it fell all the way down during the U.S. session to nearly to 42.50, nearly a $100 drop in the U.S. session, 1,000 pip drop in the U.S. session. After a big climb all day long, it just gave it all back in the U.S. session. Quite a session on Friday on Wall Street. Profit taking, liquidity grab. So we start fresh today, Monday, 15th of December, only 10 more days till Christmas. And we're starting to move up. Gold is looking bullish. It's only the first 2 minutes of the opening of the market. So don't chase candles, don't jump on this one. Wait and see what's going to happen, how it's going to unfold. And we just sit here and watch and wait. That's what we do mostly as traders. Oh, there's morning, sir. How's it going over in your part of the world? Big bullish candle to start off the day, start off the week. But I'm going to wait until that candle finishes. That is one of my criteria. Good morning, Howard. You guys that watch me, you know my criteria. I'm a trend line trader. Waiting for the trend line, that's the downward red line here, or a break below, breaks above the red one, then I go long. If it breaks below the green one, then I go short. That's one criteria. Next one is to wait for the candle to close. And if that should be a long trade, then my take profit would be at the first resistance level, 43.50. Looks like it might go up there. At least that's the first 3 minutes that we're looking at today. Very bullish so far. And if it should go down and break green line, then my take profit would be for around the 250 zone. So $100 range that we're looking at between support and resistance. And it's just pulling away now from this magnet, the pivot point, which is at 4304, or you could say 4300 zone. Good question. Howard, how many touches does it have? Let's have a look at that. One, two, three, four. And the red one, 2. 4 touch points. If it breaks below that green line, then that's good confluence, all those touch points, and then it breaks below that, then that would be good indication of continue short from the units. But right now, it's looking bullish. The first 5 minutes, you need at least 2 touch points. If you have 3 touch points and then a break of the trend line, that's considered an A plus trade setup. And, you know, it's so close in this triangle here, this, between the red and green line that my stop loss would be very min if it turns bullish, then my stop loss would be below the green line, the safety line, that's right there. If it turns bearish and breaks the green line, then my stop loss would be right about there, 43. So very, very good, very tight, low loss, low risk trade. When you get so close to the 2 trend lines there and a break above, very low risk trade. And I've expanded my profile photo there. Maybe that's a little too big for you guys. I don't know. Make that a little bit smaller, get out of the way. See if that worked. Yeah, a little bit smaller. You don't need to see me too much. We're watching the chart. I'm here to watch me. So we're 8 minutes into this candle, and it looks to be holding that bullish momentum. So my goal for this week is to pass one of my prop firms. I passed one on Friday last week, completed the evaluation. That's done and dusted on accounts, and now I'm looking to try and pass another evaluation this week because this coming Friday will be my last day of trading for this year. So I have 5 more days of trading in 2025. And then I will be back around the 7th, 8th, 9th of January, somewhere in there. Yeah, it's good to pass those evaluations, get those done. Nice to have that under your belt. It's a feeling of relief, and then you can start actual trading, knowing that you're income for yourself. Okay, pull it back a little bit now on this first bullish candle. 9 minutes into the trade, into the 9 minutes into the opening of the Singapore Shanghai market. And while we'll wait another 5 minutes, jump over and look at the calendar right quick. And here we go. This is forexfactory.com, and it is absolutely block calendar this week, the week before Christmas. Unbelievable. Starting tomorrow, we have some stuff on the Canadian economy. It's just really the pound, the euro, the US dollar, and, and really strange. On Tuesday, we have the non-farm employment that's never been on a Tuesday. It's usually on the first Friday of they had that government shutdown, so that delayed a lot of. So we're getting it on Tuesday this week. That should be pretty big news. Then the unemployment claims on the US and some manufacturing data. And Wednesday, the CPI on the pound. Some news on the New Zealand on Thursday, and it just keeps going. More news on the pound, euro, US CPI on Thursday, and then finishing up the week with the JPY, the interest rate, and they're projected to raise the interest rate on the JPY. Oh, that's going to be interesting. And then finishing up the week retail sales. So full chock-a-block week with a high impact. Be sure and check forexfactory.com for your local times on that one. Amazing. So much news on the last week before Christmas. Now we're getting a gravestone doji, and it looks like it's going to turn out to be a bearish candle. 3 more minutes to go. This is a little bit kind of what I was thinking might happen, is that we would continue down, at least initially for the day, and go down to 42.50 again. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not really so keen to trade this morning. Sometimes Mondays can be a good kickoff for the week, and the trend is set, but we just have to let the price tell us what it's going to do. Might not take a trade, even if I get what I'm looking for here. I'm not very impressed with this first candle. Oh, although it does meet all the criteria to go long. One more minute before that candle closes and we start the next one. It's looking a little bit better now. Let me see where 42.99, 42.98 might be a little bit better. Let me see here. And give us breathing room. 42.98, that would be a $12 stop loss. That's looking bullish. Another 15 seconds. Yep, kicking back up there. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go long. Let's go over to my trading and find my and put my stop loss at what did I say? Wait, and then 40. Where did I want to put 43? 43, 48 for the top take profit. Just put that below. Now, where's my stop loss? Oh, I hit the wrong number there. Put my stop loss at 42.08. That's too far away. 42.98 is what I want. Okay, that looks better. So let's say 1% loss if it should come back. 42, and I'll go ahead and mark those up on the chart here so you can see them. 42, that's my stop loss. And my take profit is up there. Okay. And I went, where's my arrow? I went long on that candle there. Getting a pullback now. Okay, I'm done. That's my trade for the day. You guys can see it all there. Oh, got a lot of chats in here. Okay, Raj, you joined in on that long. Let's move this market. First day, long buy. Hello, Sean. You set your stop loss at the previous week's low, so that would be about 42.50. 42.54, the previous week's low. At least on the CFD chart, gold spot. Yeah, I know that 42.98, that's a little bit tight, but it's meets my criteria, being below the, safety line, my green line, and my trend line there is the safety line. A little bit lower than that, but that's giving it some breathing room back below there. We're probably looks like about break even right now. Now a little bit of profit, couple of dollars. Go, baby. There it goes. Yeah, I would say this is looking bullish. Good on the second candle. Of course, anything can happen. Let me see here. Just flipping around looking. Okay. Okay. Only one thing I don't like, but it's not an influencing factor for me, is the stochastic. The stochastic is in 94, 15-minute chart. But you all know if you use an oscillator, RSI, it can go there and stay high for a long time and go straight across. It's not a, I don't take a trade based on the stochastic, but I do look at that. It's telling us now that overbought above 80. Stochastic is it's at 94. That's on the 15-minute chart, but on the 1 hour chart, it's only 52. So a little bit overbought on the short time frame. Yeah, that's not an influencing factor for me. I just have it there. Maybe I shouldn't have it there. I don't use it for trading. Yeah, Sean, you mentioned the shooting yesterday at Bondi Beach. I heard about that really tragic situation there. Howard is following the green trend line. Let's see if it will respect that green trend line. If it's overbought on the short time frame and it comes back down to relieve some pressure on that oscillator, then it might just bounce off the green trend line or safety line. And then after an hour or so, we could move our stop loss up a little bit. In fact, let me look at my MT5. No, it's too close for me to think about moving the stop loss above break even. Not yet. I like to give it 100 before I consider to move the stop loss above break even, because it can just, go can pull back 30, 40 pips and knock out your stop loss and keep going in the right direction. I've seen that happen too many times. So about 100 pips, and then I would move it above my. So I took the trade at 43.13, so 43.23. Right, if it gets right up in here, right about there, then I would move my stop loss above break even. Let it do a $10 move. I might. I don't always move my stop loss above break even. I like this trade setup. I probably actually would leave this stop loss here. I'm willing to lose 1% on this account. So if it did come back down, I think it might bounce off of this daily pivot point here, 4303, and then continue up. If it should start to see we should bounce off the pivot point and then continue up, perhaps. So I'd want to leave my stop loss where it is. Sometimes, like today, we might see that this will set the trend for the entire day, and we get a bullish day. Yeah, there's a lot of craziness going on. South America, 3 more years of that Trump. Sean says, watch for a big move at 43.25. 43.25. Why is that? Do we need to go back here and look at something? We got something at 43.25. Yeah, okay. Got some resistance there. Previous price point over here where it came down, bounced, and then continued up. So maybe we'll get some resistance there at 43.25. Kind of a minor support level, minor resistance level. We just put a line 43.25 right on that one. Okay, that's what Sean is aiming for. So minor support resistance level. Nothing wrong with that. Get a break above that, and then we likely like going to higher prices. I like to just put notes on my chart all the time. Pivot point is where it started the day. Another 1 minute on this candle. Two bullish candles in a row on the Asian Pacific market. Yeah, I remember, Sean, you're in Jamaica. Yeah, Howard, that's what we're talking about here. That's a minor resistance level there at Sean pointed out 40 minor resistance level, so it might pause there. Might go sideways for a little bit there and then continue up. And that's normal if you get that, you get a good move up, and that would be about a $12 move up from where I took my trade. You get a good move up like that, then it goes sideways for, 2, 3, 4 candles, then it continues the direction. Or on a major resistance, it would go sideways and then reverse direction sometimes. And we see that a lot. Remember, guys, we see that on the hour. That's 30 minutes from now. Sometimes it can just do a 180-degree reversal and go right back to where it started. But it's certainly looking very good now, what it's doing, at least for us long traders. So you haven't taken an entry yet, Howard. I guess that's what you mean. Go back and look at my MT5. Not much profit on my MT5 on my actual trade, but slowly, slowly, steady, steady. I'm going to jump up and grab a bottle of water. Okay. Only 3 minutes into our third candle, but still looking good. Three green candles in a row. The first move up was quite nice, but these now it's slowed down a little bit. Did anybody trade in the Wall Street session last Friday when it got up to 43.50 and then just fell, just took the elevator down? It gave back all of the profit from the entire day of Friday, from Friday's Asia Pacific session, went up all day long. In the US session, that gave it all back. Did anybody go short in the US session when Wall Street opened? I think that happened exactly. Yeah, that was, went up initially, it went up a little bit, the high, and then, 30 minutes after Wall Street opened, it turned around, and then, sank like a brick, sank like a ship with a hole in it. Oh, yeah, it can always reverse. Nothing goes up forever, nothing goes down forever. It will reach a point where it turns around. And what happened on Friday? What was the reason for that? Perhaps profit taking? or maybe a liquidity grab, they call it. Knock out all the stop losses. I'm sure there are a lot of people going long on all liquidity back into the market. Okay, I gotta kick me out there. Okay, that kicked me out, but I came back in. So about a 3, 4 second drop in the connection. But this is much better than it was a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, Raj took out all of those swing longs. Now this is a much better this third candle, this 8:30 candle is really looking good. Got some strong bullish momentum here to go back to my MT5, see where I am. Okay, got a good look already. Almost a 50 pip move. And here is a point, guys, where a lot of traders would have a 50 pip profit and then they close the trade. Rather than hold on to that long, protect it with the stop loss. Say, I don't want to lose that. I made 50 pips. I want to get out. A lot of retail traders do that. It's called you get out of the trade. You don't let the you don't let the trade run. You don't let the profit run. Most traders do that. And what you're doing, you're just sabotaging yourself. What if this goes up another 200? It can't. And it's bullish and it's likely to. And this is my strategy. But to bail out early, I wouldn't be trusting my strategy. Oh, I just got to get a few dollars. I want to grab that. Okay, good move. That's up to you. I told you I wait for 100 pips before I move my stop loss up. And I don't like to have it right on the pivot point either because it might come down and hit the pivot point and then continue up. But putting it below the pivot point, giving it some breathing room, that's my preference. Friday top was the top of 2 of my Elliott wave counts. You do the Elliott wave, oh my god. That Elliott wave, that's a really complicated strategy. I've looked at that a few times over the years. I'm not interested in that. Yes, Howard, the green line is the safety line. So I could move my stop loss up from where it is now, but I like to it's just what I've done in the past, what I've seen, the moves I see, the gold can pull back quite easily, 40, 50 pips, keep going the right direction. So I prefer to give it about pips before I move my stop loss above break even. And I like having it below the pivot point. Give it some breathing room below that because the pivot point is that's support. and if it's gonna pull back, it might bounce off of that support, continue up. Yeah, Sean, we know what Trumpy Dumpty is doing over there, keeping us updated of all the latest news. Only 3 more years of that nonsense. Wow, we got a big candle. This is huge. So we're getting to 43.25. This is what Sean pointed out earlier, that minor resistance, and we're gonna touch it now, 43.24.4. Is it gonna crash through that or stop? We have 4 more minutes on this candle. This is exciting stuff here we're seeing today. Hmm. Well, now falling away from that 43.25 minor resistance level. Yeah, it's I had 90 pips at that resistance level, that 43.25 that Sean pointed out for us. Very observant. Go back and look at that minor price point. That was a 90 pip move for me so far. This is much more interesting trade than what we were seeing last week. Remember last week we just sat here for an hour and didn't didn't even really get anything. But this is turning out to be a great day. You're going to be a good trader like me, eh, Sean? Well, thank you for the compliment, but it just takes time. Trading is not easy. It just takes time. You make mistakes, and you learn from your mistakes. You get to a point where you become more consistently profitable. You trust your strategy, and you let the profit run a little bit longer each time. Then you get to where you can hold the trades for longer, add to your profit. But it's mostly about mindset. I talk about that a lot because success in trading is mostly about mindset. gonna do what it does. You cannot control it. If you have a strategy that works, trust your strategy and stick to your criteria. I've told you guys the points that I have, the things that I follow, what I look for, and that's exactly what if I don't see it, I trade. No trade is a good trade. I didn't lose anything. Don't worry about missing a trade. The market will be here tomorrow, and the next day, and next week, and next month. 50% of your success is about mindset, discipline, 25% strategy, 25% risk management. I've got a good strategy, I've got good risk management, and now I also have good mindset. But that didn't happen the first day or the first year even. It takes time. So 3 bullish candles in a row, and now another one, at least a start. 1 minute into this 4th candle, maybe it's gonna go back up to 43.25 and go sideways. We just wait and see. Looking good, looking good, looking very good. Let me just go back here and see. Okay. The start of the Asia Pacific market was 43.07 on the hour. Now I could have taken a trade there. We look back and say what I could have done. I could have taken a trade there, but what's my strategy? My strategy is to let that first candle close, and that gives me confirmation that I've broken above my trend line. Then I take the trade 43.12, 43.12.8. That's my strategy. So I missed $5. Okay, but what can happen that first candle, it might not go up, it might just turn around and go back down, then I'm in a loss because I didn't wait for my strategy. I didn't wait for the trade setup. Be patient. Don't chase the candle. Let the price tell you what it's going to do. Mm, 4 green candles. That's beautiful this morning. Oh, great. Raj and Howard, I don't think you traded in the you guys don't trade the US session, I don't think. So you wake up on Saturday morning and you see, wow, what happened in the Wall Street session Friday night? Yeah, no wick on this 4th candle. It's a beauty, absolute beauty. These are the days we love. Oh, last week, I think every day was so boring. We didn't see anything at all, at least in the 1st hour. I'll go back over here to the Yeah, this is all the Asian Pacific nonsense. Last Friday, didn't do anything, just sitting here and doing nothing. It started at noon, my time, Southeast Asia, started at noon, kind of European session, and then London, and then it just kept going. This is, uh, this is this is the London, the big one there, that's the London session, and then it just kept going. But, last week in the Asian Pacific, we had a lot of days like this, nothing happening. So this is nice to see, nice to see. Yeah, that's what I thought. You guys over there in New Zealand and Australia, the US session is too late for you guys. That's what, that's one advantage of living here in, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos. We can catch all 3 markets. You get up in the morning like I do here. I get up at 7 AM, and then the Singapore, Shanghai markets open at 8 AM, and then London opens at 3 PM in the afternoon for me, and then Wall Street opens 9:30 at night. So I got it all covered, but I don't trade in the US. I love this Asian session. Hello, Lek. Talking about Bitcoin. We haven't looked at Bitcoin today. Let's go over and have a quick look at that. Well, it's not going up now. It's at 89,276. Had a big gap. I don't know what's going on with the data on TradingView for Bitcoin. This has been like this a couple of weeks. You get these gaps. I didn't used to have this. And then these little dash marks here. This is very unusual for the data feed on TradingView on Bitcoin. Looks like oil is dropping down. Yeah. Oh, it hit a low there, $57 on Friday, and then, it's coming back up today. What's platinum doing? Oh, platinum making a move, going right up with gold. How about that? I told you guys I might look at trading platinum next year. I only did gold in 2025, but I might look at adding platinum. Either platinum or crude oil, not sure yet. This was a good one here. Started at the same time as the move on gold. So I would have had my trend line would have been right there. Okay, we got in a little bit late. That's okay. Good move on platinum. Just adjust that trend line a little bit. Okay, go back to gold. Let's look quickly at the USD. DXY, yeah, continuing its decline. A lot of sideways movement. Big drop last week, but continuing to go down. Big drop. That makes sense, doesn't it? Gold is paired with XAU USD. Gold is paired with the US dollar, so gold going up, dollar going down. That all makes sense. Let's go back to the gold chart. Now I'm touching on 43.25 again. You beauty, absolute beauty. Oh, silver is, I got a I got a friend that trades silver. I don't trade silver, but yeah, silver going like a rocket. I read somewhere it might go to $100. Whoa, you're in at 50. Well done, Sean. Hold on to that baby. So here we are. We've hit the second time we've hit 43.25, and we got 4 minutes left on this first hour. And remember what can happen on the hour. I've told you so many times. It's more common that we'll see it do a reversal and go right back to where it started. Sometimes the trend will continue. Let's see what it's going to do today. Just quickly look at the 1 hour chart. Big green candle on that 1 hour chart. Oh, yeah. Look at that monster green candle on the 1 hour chart. So sometimes we got 2 minutes to go. Sometimes it'll just do a reversal and come right back to where it started. Very frustrating. Still, no, 3 minutes to go on this 15-minute chart. But this is the second time it went up there, hit that, came back, going up, hit it again. It's a clear resistance level. Gold and silver must break the previous high on the 15-minute to get my attention. You talking about the previous high on gold, Howard, of 43.85, I believe it was? You want it to break above that before it gets your attention? Just on the 15-minute chart. How far do you go back? What are you calling the previous high on gold before it gets your attention? And what is your intraday target, Raj? You love MATS. What is MATS? What is MATS? Okay, lost my connection there. Seem to have lost my connection. Let me just refresh my chart. Stop sharing and share again. And let's see if I'm back. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That hasn't happened in a long time that I had to refresh the chart. Okay, so 9 o'clock candle, guys. 1 hour done. What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? Yes, that's correct, Sean. If it breaks above this, then our next level is 40, 45, 53. I think you mean 43, 53. My next, resistance level is 43.50. Okay, Raj going for 43.60. Yeah, getting another green candle here. Another small one so far, only 2 minutes gone. But that's looking pretty good, eh? This is the 3rd time it's hit 43.25. Hasn't broken above it yet. Yeah, it's okay, Sean, no problem. I kinda thought that's what you meant. Just a typo. I'm gonna hang in here, guys, for a few more minutes. Curious if this is gonna break above 43.25. It hit it. This is the 3rd time it's hit it. Well, let's see if this candle's gonna close above it. It's trying, eh? It's trying. Small candle, but it's trying. 3 times it's hit that 43.25. I wouldn't say it's done it yet. Well, 25 more minutes until half past the hour. But usually in the first, this first candle, you'll get an indication if it's gonna reverse or not. This first candle on the hour will usually get an idea if it's gonna keep going or if it's gonna reverse. And if it looks like it's gonna reverse, I would very seriously look at, moving my stop loss up or really close, or else go ahead and take profit and maybe try to get back in. Because when it does a reversal, it goes all the way back to where it was in the first candle. It would go all the way back to the pivot point. if it reverses. That's common. I've seen it so many times. You get go to the hourly chart, you get one big green candle and then one big red candle, or vice versa. It's not telling us anything right now. First 6 minutes, it's really put the brakes on at that 43.25. 43.24.4, 43.25. Boom, boom. It's trying. It's trying really hard. I think it might go. Building on the 5 minutes. Yeah, I got a friend that trades on the 5 minute chart. I used to trade on the 5 minute chart, but I don't, too much noise. 43.25.9, 43.26. Oh, it's trying. Here we go. Here we go. Go Bulls. 8 minutes with this candle. 43.26 in a little bit. Forty-three 25.9. Oh, everybody's watching this so closely. What are we going to get here? 43.25.2. Oh, but this is holding on so long here. I think it might go. Yeah, in the pits, just changing the tires. Yeah, that's cool, Sean. Don't give up. We're always learning, and the market changes. We have to adapt to the changes. So we're always learning, always improving. Just the key is to always protect your capital. Don't blow up your account. Trade small according to the funds that you have in your account, and always use a stop loss, and accept that you will lose some trades sometimes. That's just part of the game. You lose a little bit, and that's just consider that a broker fee. You just paid the broker fee. Then you look for another trade setup. Well, it's really struggling here. This is the third time it's hit 43.25. Doesn't seem to have the go power. Still 4 minutes on this. Yeah, that's what it's telling us, Sean. Will it break above that? Maybe the next candle will break above it. Hmm. Yeah, it doesn't like that resistance level. Doesn't like it at all. Now falling down. Let's see. Hmm. Going to get a bearish candle here. 1.5 minutes to go. Yeah, it didn't like that 43.25. There we go. Yeah, let's just watch it. I'm watching it. That's what we do. Just sitting on my hands, seeing what it's going to do. Next year, I'm going to try to go to the 1 hour. That means I would take fewer trades and I would try to hold the trades longer. We'll just look at the 1 hour chart right quick. Yeah, 43.21 has dropped down almost $5. Now our second candle started. Maybe it's going to go back up to 43.25 again. And what price, Howard, did you set your pending buy limit? Okay, Howard, you downloaded the indicator from my website, rickrayfx.com, and then you couldn't install it on your MT4, MT5, two indicators, MT4 and MT5. And you got to use one for the platform that you use. It's quite easy. I can tell you how to do it. You save the indicator to your desktop, then you go to MT5 or MT4. You click File, then you go down and click Open Data, and then you click MQL5 or MQL4. Then you click Indicators, and you drag and drop it over there. And then you have to restart MT4 or MT5, and you should find the indicator. Once it shows in your platform, then you just drag it over to the chart. So yeah, we're getting this is going to be the fourth run at 43.25. And there's nothing unusual here, guys. What we're seeing is a big up and then some consolidation across here, and it will either fall down or have the momentum to break above 43.25 and keep going. Oh, okay. I thought you had set your buy limit already, Howard. You said you need a pending buy to enter. Oh, pullback. Okay. Sorry. Misunderstood you there. You need a pullback in order to enter the trade. Oh, okay. Some people use pending orders, buy limits and sell limits. So you need a pullback. 4,100. I don't think so. If you can get in at 4,100, yeah, that would be a good price if it goes that far. I think we're going to see continuing higher prices on gold. So 4 candles in a row at this level. Now 43.22. It's eventually got to do something, eh? Either break above or go back down. Let's look at that 1 hour chart again. That's that's a bearish looking candle there. That second candle, that nine o'clock candle, that's looking bearish. But it's trying. It's trying. 43.23. I'm gonna do my notes here while I'm watching. I got another 8 minutes to stay with you guys, and then I'm gonna bail out. I just want to see what this second 9 o'clock candle. Actually, I didn't do that on the first. Initially, I put my take profit at the second resistance level until Sean pointed out we have the minor resistance there at 43.25. I make these notes on my chart, guys, and then when I'm done, I take a screenshot and then I add it to my journal so I can come back and look at what happened, any mistakes I made. Did I take the trade too quickly? Did I get out too early? Did I follow my strategy? What happened? Every trade I take, I do this. Every single trade. Yeah, you follow Tori, eh, Howard? She's a pretty amazing lady, very successful. Oh, I'm missing some chats here. 4190 is beyond the realms of possibility. Yeah, I think that's very, very smart to follow Tori. I've been using her strategy for more than a year now, and I'm just throwing everything else out the window. This works. It just works. It's so simple. It's easy to understand. Nothing to figure out. If it does this, then you do that. So another 4 minutes, guys. I'll stay with you here, and I'm just really curious. Is it 4 times it's hit this level here? This is incredible. It's gotta do something. I mean, we have seen it go sideways for hours. That can also play out like that today. Maybe it's done what it's gonna do for the next couple of hours. Yes, that's true, Howard. It doesn't have to go down. I think, who was it? Somebody said we're in the pits. Just a long pit stop. Just changing the tires, filling up the gas tank. And it's just normal. It's very normal what we're seeing now. It's a typical move. Big move up and then consolidation and then either a reversal or a continuation. No rocket science here. No rocket science at all. If you have any experience whatsoever, this is a very, very typical move. Now it looks like it's gassed up the tank and ready to go again. One more minute on this candle. I'm gonna just look quickly back at the 1 hour chart. Yeah, now we got another bullish candle there. Okay, on the 1 hour chart. Yeah. Okay. Go back to 15 minute. Oh yeah, but still at 43.24. 20 seconds to go on this candle. What's it gonna do? That's 4 times it's hit that 43.25. Okay, here we go. Now that looks looking hot, ready to move. Ready to blast off. 43.26. We did that 30 minutes ago. Here we go. Yeah, we're moving. 43.27. Yay. Okay, so we are very likely to continue up to 43.50 on the way now. I believe there's no looking back now. Clean break, but of course, for me, I wait for that candle to close. I'm already in the trade, so nothing to do, but to get confirmation that we're gonna stay above 5, I would close above close above resistance, but it looks like it will. It moved to $4, 40 pips in just 1 minute. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna bail out here. Been with you for an hour and a half. I appreciate everyone that's been here today and all of your comments. Thank you so much, and I will see you again tomorrow. Same time. And don't forget to like and share. That really helps me, helps the channel a lot. I appreciate it. I wish you all the best with your trading the rest of the day, and we'll see how it turned out for you tomorrow. Okay, guys, wherever you are in the world, have a great day.